Hello, my friends. I just wanted to give you a quick howdy so that you can see I'm a real person behind the computer screen. If you've looked at any of the documents in the class that have my name on them, you might have thought, what? I do not know how to say those words. So my name is Jocelyn Pelagia. I'm totally cool with you calling me Jocelyn. I'm a pretty casual person. And I really love teaching this class. I'm so glad you're here. It's really fun to have this opportunity at the college level to have students do writing that is sort of real world writing, because so often, in your comp classes, what you're doing is more academic writing. It's a little dry sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love comp. But the thing about this social media writing class is that you get to try out different kinds of platforms, audiences, lengths, purposes, but you're doing the kind of writing that actually can be published in the world. It's the kind of writing you perhaps do every day already. And I'm just trying to use the opportunity of this class to have you stop and think about messaging, how your audience receives your messages online. I mean, I'm sure we've all witnessed, if not been a part of, like fights, conflicts. You've just seen people being nasty online, so how can we not do that? And or if we really want to skewer someone, how can we do it effectively? So if you've looked over the due dates overview, you will see that it's all laid out for you in terms of what each week of the class will entail. I started teaching this class in 2012, which is long enough ago that it's changed and it's changed and it's changed, because initially I had students create a Facebook account, a separate Facebook account if they already had an existing one, and they created a Twitter, and I had them create a variety of accounts. Well, here's the thing. Then we had data breaches, we had, hacks, we had the issue of I don't feel good anymore ethically about asking students to create accounts on social media platforms when in fact I could be asking them to have their personal information compromised at some point. So I redid the whole class so that we sort of do hypothetical social media writing in terms of I don't make you actually create the accounts and put it out there anymore. You post it within the class and we respond there as though it's, for example, tweets that you're doing. And also I have really changed the idea of always writing for very specifically social media platforms. To me, for this class, the idea of social media writing is online writing. So any writing that is used in the online sphere and or as the basis of community building, I guess I would say. So for example, you are asked later in the semester to write a script for a podcast and then record that script. So you might say, well, podcasting isn't really social media. But if we're looking at the idea of writing that is shared, through online sources to connect people for ideas and or education, podcasts are a kind of social media writing. And you'll notice too, earlier in the semester, I'm having you do a couple things where you actually look at news articles, which aren't really social media writing, except it's those news articles that are shared and shared and shared oftentimes online by people unthinkingly. Often they haven't read the article, they liked the headline and shared it. So I'm having you kind of examine, for example, the same news story as it's covered by different news sources. I think developing critical thinking and applying it to our digital literacy is essential in this era where online agents, I don't want to put too fine a finger on it, are often trying to shape our thinking, and it's resulted in a lot of the polarization that we see. It's polarized what maybe used to be simple medical issues into things that feel political now. So just the idea of who we choose as our sources to listen to, how valid are they, but also what is their bias. Every news source is presenting a set of facts, but every news source is also then applying their particular bias to those facts. It's pretty much impossible to not bring bias to any sort of report, essay, whatever. So just recognizing what what an organization's bias is can help you kind of go, okay, yeah, I know these folks here are trying to get me to feel a way. These folks here are trying to get me to feel a different way. So just like the awareness, I want you to develop more and more awareness of what's happening in terms of online writing and sort of get savvy in terms of your digital literacy. So you have a variety of assignments. Let's mix it up in this class, right? So we got to, keep it hopping. And anytime you have questions, please just email me if it's something that's specific to you. There's an Ask Jocelyn folder within the class, so you can always post a question if you think maybe others are wondering the same thing. They probably are. We're going to all treat each other well and civilly, and I hope that you are willing to bring the energy and the interest to sort of push yourself with the assignments. I like creativity and I like enthusiasm, and if you can't muster up any enthusiasm, I like faked enthusiasm. Okay. So yeah, this can be a super fun class, and I hope it ends up being that way for you. So ask questions, but definitely take some time to click around the class this first week so you can see where are these, assignments, discussions, this kind of stuff. And let's just have a good semester. Okay. Bye.